Welcome back. All right, so let's talk about making the right decisions and taking action today. So, when we think about our lives, we achieve goals, we want to create experiences, but in the beginning, in the envelope of our life, we are presented with choices and decisions that we need to make or we don't make. And so today we're going to have that conversation on what are those choices that we can make and how does that all land? How do we make the right choices? How do you know you are making the right choices? So, welcome. This is our best self. We're going to talk about making the right choices in our life to hit our goals. And this is something that I think hits us every day as individuals, where we are looking at our life and we have to make these decisions all the time. And we just don't know, is it the right one? Is it going to deliver the results that we are looking for in our life? And so let's break this down. So I think number one, we're trying to decide what is right and then what is the action that leads to it. And so I always like to think about, first off, is that what action is good action? Like when we take and we make a decision and we act on it, is it good or not? I think at the core and at the most simple level, any action you take can be the right thing for you. But equally, your choice to not take action can also lead to maybe outcomes that you don't want to happen. So, for instance, an action such as eating a brownie while we're on our diet, an action of sleeping in instead of working on our project, a choice of doing your workout or not, a choice between making your sales call and swiping on your phone. All of these are choices. Sometimes we'll sit there and we'll be like, well, I need to decide what I'm going to eat for dinner. And then we turn on the TV, maybe we get lost in a book, something positive, and you look up and you're like, oh, it's 10 o'clock, I'm going to go to bed. So your lack of action was the choice, right? Because you didn't choose, you actually chose not to do it. You chose not to benefit from the food. You chose not to work out. You chose not to make the sale because you didn't even call. So, action is first and foremost the thing we have to focus on. We want to take action in the right direction that is forward for us and our goals. But how do you define right? What is right? Well, it's been my experience that if we're looking at what we want in our life, do we want to be healthy? Do we want to be wealthy? Do we want our team and our family to be happy and growing? Well, then we need to decide what are the steps to get there. And any steps that go towards those goals, those are the right steps. Those are the right goals. I think we overcomplicate it, right? Like if you want to be healthy, you need to work out. Any workout will do in the beginning, and as you become healthier, your workouts become more complex. Maybe they'll get longer, maybe they'll get more intense, but they're just a workout. And every day you should drink your water. Every day you should eat whole food and good food. Every day you should make your sales calls. Every day you should work with your team. Every day you should be spending time with your family and really authentically connecting and being a good parent. You know the actions. A lot of them are probably built in and you see them every day. But there's the other ones that keep moving you forward towards what you want in life. Maybe you want to have a boat. Maybe you want to be able to hike 50 miles in a weekend because you have dreams of hiking a mountain. The goals are yours, and they're all correct. The steps that you need to take, the actions and the choices that we make every day need to go towards those. And that's how we decide what is right. So an action in our day is doing something intentionally. It is correct or the right thing if it is aligned and moving us towards that goal. Now, there's a lot of distractions in the world. If you are trying to achieve your goal, you need to have two superpowers. The first thing you need to do is you need to be resistant to the distractions and the drug dopamine hits that you get from streaming services and swiping up. You equally have to have a superpower in putting in the work into your actions towards your goals and having satisfaction from the action. Not from achieving the goal, but from doing the work towards the goal. You need those two superpowers if you want to succeed. So let's break it down. The distractions are very dangerous and very powerful because they have a strength where they give you immediate joy, right? That brownie gives you an immediate sugar rush. The swiping up gives you immediate dopamine hit. All of these are in the moment, near term, instantaneous. So you naturally easy to get a lot of them quickly. But the problem is they give you nothing. They do not build you up. They don't make you smarter. They don't make you happier. They don't make you healthier. They don't make you wealthier. They don't make you have a better relationship with your family. None of it. They are literally just there to give you that one single bit of a pop, and then they're gone. And you're still there, but now you're left empty because the pop is gone, and it's midnight, or it's 1 a.m., or you missed the day, or you didn't get to watch your daughter make the winning shot because you were looking down. There is a cost to those short-term, immediate pops. The other side, though, is the ability for you to find satisfaction and recognize your growth in the long-term actions. So if you are trying to build your business and every day you spend 2-3 hours building it, or every day you're writing 3 to 5 pages towards your book, every day you're doing it, you need to celebrate that completion, that action. You should be joyous in it. Like, I'm literally writing my book. I'm literally doing this right now. That is your reward. And we have to wire ourselves to recognize that, because things that matter will have an impact, that are good for you. They accumulate. Unlike the short one-hit wonders of dopamine and social media scrolling, these accumulate and grow and give you lifetime value, meaning that you put in the work now and your fitness is going to serve you forever. You learn these skills and you do the research, and you're the one who owns that forever. You don't lose it. And also, all your goals are built over time. So the milestones that you're saying, I want to run a 5K. Great, but when you hit a 5K, you're going to want to run a 10K and then a marathon, and then maybe ultra marathons. So the goals are going to keep moving. But if you're finding joy in the process, putting the right actions together, accumulating your wins, you will be unstoppable. You will literally be able to strongly push back on those dopamine hits and those scrolling, and remove yourself from that intense pressure to look at those. There's another thing here that I want to highlight, and I wrote this down for myself this morning. When we are working and doing these actions every day, I like to approach it where, what are my goals? Cool, here are my goals. All right, what actions do I need to take daily to move towards my goals? Oh, I need to make sales calls, or oh, I need to update the website, or oh, I want to make sure I make breakfast for my kids as many times as possible in a week, and I want to have authentic, real one-on-one conversations with them every day. Same with my wife. And like really having connection time and being in specific about making sure my phones are turned over. Maybe I'm not looking at anything. I'm with them. But knowing what my actions are that achieve my goals is very important. Well, then daily, I work on my actions. I check off the box when I've done it. And as I go through my days, I look down and I look back and I look at my to-do list. Did I hit my actions every day? Or did I miss a couple? Okay, nothing wrong with missing one or two. We'll make it up tomorrow. But if you see something, a certain type of goal, a certain type of action that's not happening, maybe it's your sales goal, maybe it's you recording your podcast, whatever it is, if you notice, man, it's been 10 days in a row and I have never done this action, or I've done every other one of my critical tasks, But this one, I've missed 90% of the week. What that tells you is, first off, there's something about it we need to understand. Maybe we're really not enough time in the day. Okay, take something else off the list. Or maybe we're afraid of it, or maybe it's hard and we don't want to do it. There's these other reasons that are, let's call them invalid, meaning that you are capable, you are able, you just chose not to. You put other things and ballooned other things so that you therefore did not do that one action, that two action that maybe you really want in your life, but maybe you just haven't overcome the fear of executing on it. Okay. So what you do now is, this is what I did. I put it to the very part of the beginning, I put it to the very beginning part of my day. It is the first thing that gets done. It is the most unpleasant. I dislike it the most. I'm afraid of it. I do it. Okay. Maybe for you that is an ice plunge. Maybe for you that is writing a page in your book. Maybe for you that is, I don't know, but it's something. And we want to use these insights to prioritize, put certain things forward on the front if it really is a time, just a prioritization and a fear thing that's hindering us, so we get it done. And then we will slowly but surely build the muscle. We will accumulate the expertise. We will accumulate the skill sets. But more importantly, you're going to gain all the benefits from doing the action. And that is going to reinforce us, and then we're going to become pros at it. And we may not really still like it in the long run, but we might be like, this is absolutely necessary, and this is what's happening. So I think it's important to take the right actions that move us forward. We talked about how do we overcome and identify what is right for us, and then how do we gain insight from that process as we're looking forward and going against it. I think that is really where it brings us to, how do we achieve our goals over time? We do it by focusing on the actions that drive you forward for the specific choices every day. And that's a hard way of talking about it, but if our choices determine our future, what choices are you making that are aligned to your actions? And if you think about those actions, what does that really mean? It means taking those choices, acting on those choices. Don't scroll your way to not getting your task done. Don't take no action that is really an action, right? You're choosing not to do the thing. Be in motion. Move forward towards your goals. You are in control. That's the best part here. Remember, you picked the goals. You decided the actions. You organize your day. You do the action. It could be raining or sunny. It doesn't matter. You could be tired or sick. It doesn't matter. Take the action one step at a time. Accumulate your wins. That is how you win the day. That is how you will achieve your goals and add new ones after that. I hope this helps. Hope this brings some insight into what you're looking at. And if there's anything I can do, please ask, subscribe, share, add a comment. I hope you have an amazing day. This was super insightful for me, and I've shared it a number of times. And I think seeing how our choices lead to actions and our actions can be clearly tracked, and understanding the difference in superpowers between short-term dopamine hits and long-term accumulation of wins really unlocks a lot for people. Because when you see what is holding you back, then it has no power over you. And that's the best. Have an amazing day.